welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Dolphins and the Cowboys, and it comes your way next.
When you think about the classic venues to host the NFL's ultimate game, this one's right up near the top of the list. The Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. We are minutes away from Super Bowl 59, and we've got a tremendous matchup in store. The moment is upon us, and we've got what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the wait is over. This has been, of course, one of the preeminent franchises in American sports history. They've had a bumpy ride along the way, but they're back in the Super Bowl for the first time since Super Bowl 30 in 1996.
And, partner, when you say this is the first time back in the Super Bowl since 1996, Super Bowl 30, I'm blown away. One of the preeminent franchises in the NFL. You would have thought they'd been here multiple times since then. The Cowboys want to add another Super Bowl title and bring it home to Dallas.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Prescott from the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that is incomplete. Well, the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now he's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. He can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Open man downfield is Hill. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now Dallas gets set to take the field. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ferguson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it'll be Dolphin football. From the gun, it's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 2. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now here come the Cowboys. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. Takes it to about the 37. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. We are just getting started here at Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. 1 quarter in the books. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the 2nd quarter. Now Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Here's third and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott now from the 50. Incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Prescott to throw it. And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start, got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Tua sets up to pass it. Dancing to his left. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Odell Beckham, 60 yards. And the Dolphins continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to get this out to the 25. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now, start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 54 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Elliott. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Prescott now. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. Aubrey good with a PAT. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. He's got a man complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big pickup of 38. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Looking middle, and that's complete. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Mostert will score. Touchdown, Miami. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And the Cowboys. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Looking to pass. Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 35-yard line.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still second down.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Waddle, the motion man right. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Cowboys... Beckham will go in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Tua going to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa headed back out onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the fourth and final quarter. They fake the handoff, now Tua. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That third down conversion good for 23. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Dolphins on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. On play action, here's Tua. Flush to his right. Oh, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Back to the running game with Mostert. Down to about the 32.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Now Tua. Buying time to his left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Here's Mostert, and this time he is in.
Yes.
Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Sanders.
after the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas. So it's a win for the Dolphins here, and it was a strong performance by Tua that helped lead the way.
Yeah, you have to be impressed with the way he ran the show, partner. He was in total control right from the get-go. Finished with over 400 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. I don't think he could have played a whole lot better than that.
Commissioner Goodell atop the podium, handing the Lombardi Trophy to the Miami Dolphins, champions of Super Bowl 59. So that will conclude our coverage this year on EA Sports. I want to thank my partner, Charles Davis, for another incredible season together in the booth. Till the fall, folks, Brandon Gaudin saying good night from New Orleans.